I asked myself this question. I said, Rishi, what would you do if you had unlimited money? If you did not have to worry about money at all, if you were just totally financially free, how would you spend your time? How would you spend your time? That was the question that I asked myself to find out what my dreams were.
Nail and a hammer, I done built it from the ground up. Nail and a hammer, I done built it from the ground up, ground up.
I got a little sound bite stuck in my head. But in this video, I want to talk about the decision I made to go all in on my dreams. And in this video, I'm going to be covering what I was doing before I decided to go all in on my dreams. I'm going to talk about how I discovered what my dreams were, because that's not always obvious, I think, for most people, and at least not for myself. And then I'm going to be talking about, after I figured out what my dreams were, how the decision I made, and like how the actual actions I took to pursue them. And then lastly, I want to talk about what my day looks like now that I'm 5 months into pursuing my dreams, and what my results are. So if you're interested, if you already know what your dreams are and you're looking for somebody's perspective you're looking for a perspective on someone who dove in, this video could be useful for you. Or if you're trying to figure out what your dreams are, this video could be useful for you. Or if you just want to hear someone's story about them quitting their job and going all in for a little while on something totally different, this could be interesting to you. So stay tuned, and let's jump into it. So first off, what was I doing before I decided to go all in on my dreams? I was a software engineer at CNN, the large media organization. I worked there for 5.5 years. For 3.5 years as a front-end engineer and 2 years as a back-end engineer. And so my job was actually pretty freaking awesome. Like, I loved my work. I loved my coworkers. I overall was getting paid pretty well. And I just I had a really good setup. I was working about anywhere between 40 to 60 hours a week. It's a pretty intense job, but I kind of liked it that way because I was growing a lot. And so I was really happy working, but I had this feeling in my mind that, feeling in your mind is kind of not is a strange thing to say. I had this feeling in my body and these thoughts in my mind that there were dreams that I had that I wanted to pursue when I'm young-ish, like I'm in my early 30s right now. I wanted to pursue before it was too late. You know what I mean? There was this feeling that I had that I didn't want to wait till retirement to do some things that I always dreamed about doing, because I think that some of the things that I've always dreamed about doing are a lot more accessible now. So, I didn't really know what those dreams were, but it was just this feeling that, okay, I've been working in corporate America for 7 years now, and I gotta go try something else. I gotta go pursue different areas of life, and what would I do? What would I do if I was just free? And so I asked myself, now we're gonna get into the question that I asked myself to really find out what my dreams were. I asked myself this question. I said, Rishi, what would you do if you had unlimited money? If you did not have to worry about money at all, if you were just totally financially free, how would you spend your time? How would you spend your time? That was the question that I asked myself to find out what my dreams were. And I started journal. The answers didn't come right away, but they came faster than I realized, And so I was journaling a lot, starting to realize. Once I asked myself that question, I started thinking about, what are the things that are super fulfilling for me, And I came up with a list, And so the list was what would I do if I was totally free? I would spend hundreds of hours meditating. I would read several books of all different genres, but probably mostly books in the genre of self-help / self-improvement. I would take a bunch of that money and give it to people who are still struggling to rise above the first two levels of Maslow's pyramid. They're still trying to get basic needs. They're still trying to get basic shelter. I would give it to people who are, because there are a lot of people out there who need that, you know, and so I'd give it to people who are you know, trying to get up those initial levels of Maslow's pyramid. I'd try to give money to them, or give money to organizations who are trying to help them. I would try to figure out a way to help animals. You know, I really think a lot about how there's just these animals out there, they struggling to get enough food and water, and they don't have like any technology. You know, they're just like out there roaming around trying to figure out how to live. So I would definitely give a lot of money to animals. I would learn how to speak more articulately, because I think being able to speak more articulately and just be able to speak with more confidence just enhances a lot of areas of life, from relationships to you being able to have higher quality with friends and family and whatnot. And if you're working, whatever you're trying to do, just being able to speak better is helpful. So I would really work on my speech. I would create tons of music. I love music. I would get a lot better at singing. I would learn multiple instruments, and I would just create many songs in different genres, probably mostly in pop, R&B, and just like create all these songs, because sometimes I just listen to some music and I'm just like, dang, I want to make something like that. I would build a video game. I don't even play video games really, but I like to build like a little simple video game. I even started one a while back called Village Savior. But yeah, I would actually finish that game and release it. I think that would be cool. What else? I would get in ridiculous shape. You know, I would hire a trainer and just get in really like ridiculous shape. I would travel the world and learn a bunch of different languages. You know, so I would hang out with my friends and family like a ton. I would just hang out, go places with my friends and family a lot. I would, yeah, in addition, you know, stacking on top of like getting in really good shape, I would maybe try to become really elite, really competitive at some sort of sport. So these were the things that came to me when I asked that question, what would you do if money was no option? So with that in mind, I want to get into how, like, the action I took once I realized what my dreams were. Okay, so at this point, I knew what my dreams were, right? I had this idea, and I wanted to pursue some of them. You know, I liked my job, but I as far as I know, I only get one shot at this life on planet Earth, and so I want to do some of these things while I'm alive, you know, and I felt like I had enough work experience that I could get another job, another software engineering job. So I decided to go after these things. And so how did I go after these things? Because I did have this constraint. The constraint was that I don't actually have unlimited money. So how do I go after these things? So I looked at my dreams and I thought, which one of these dreams is monetizable? You know, because I'll obviously have to go, I can't just go for all of them at once. So I obviously have to go for a few at a time. So which one of these dreams is monetizable? And so right away I came up with music. And the second thing I came up with was, and I'm sure they all could be monetizable to a certain extent, but what popped out to me was music. And the second one that popped up to me was starting a YouTube channel to get better at speaking. And the cool thing about YouTube, I thought, was I could pursue anything I wanted. I could pursue all these other dreams. I could go meditate for, you know, hundreds of hours at meditation retreats and review each meditation retreat on my channel. I could go travel and learn languages and talk about that on my channel. I could read books and journal and write and learn about self-improvement and talk about them on a channel. So YouTube, I was thinking like this could be a cool one where I could, you know, I'm accomplishing the dream of being able to speak more clearly, but I also open this window to be able to pursue all these other things and put them there, and in a way be able to pursue all my dreams while being able to monetize it. So I figured out like this, pursuing music and YouTube were ways to chase my dreams without having unlimited money from the get-go. So once I decided that, the next step was saving up 12 months of runway. So I saved up 12 months of runway, and then I quit my job at CNN, and it was really hard. And I still miss my coworkers now. I sometimes, because they're awesome, but I just left, and because I needed to go do this. And so now I'm 5 months in. I'm 5 months into doing that since I quit, and it's pretty cool. What my day looks like now is I am focused on YouTube and music primarily. So every day for 1 to 6 hours, I put in time on music or YouTube 7 days a week, and then I spend the rest of the time pursuing my other dreams that I use to sharpen my mind to be able to do the 1 to 6 hours the next day. So spend 1 to 6 hours working on songwriting, on playing instruments, on vocal exercises, on trying to rap over some sort of beat, or creating footage, writing YouTube scripts, recording videos, doing video editing. And then I spend the rest of the time meditating and reading and hanging out with friends and lifting weights and whatnot to sharpen myself to be able to do the other two things again. So do the other two things again the next day, the other two things being YouTube and music. So those are what my days look like. And it's been really awesome. And so now, like, getting into my results externally aren't super impressive yet. In 5 months I haven't been able to make, millions or even hundreds of thousands or even thousands of dollars just yet. So I don't have like huge results externally, but I am making progress, which is super exciting. So like for music, for example, I now have about 17 songs on Spotify under our group Circa 17 with my college roommate. And I've made about $300 something from music, from doing just like really chill gigs where I'll play at a coffee shop, guitar at a coffee shop or at a farmer's market. And we have gotten some songs that have gotten like, a few hundred streams, which has been really cool. So again, nothing major. We haven't had a song that like blew up or anything, but we're making progress, which is really cool. And more important than that is I'm starting to figure out a rhythm on how to write songs and how to create. And I'm starting to do stuff out of my comfort zone. Like I performed at an open mic recently. I did some street performing for the first time. I'm like starting to collaborate a little bit with other artists. So I'm definitely growing there. On the YouTube front, it's been also not a lot of external huge progress in 5 months, but I am making some progress. I've created about 70 YouTube videos, and I have a few subscribers. So, I have like a few subscribers that actually seem to like this content, seem to like the content I'm putting out, and seem to be engaging with it, leaving comments and whatnot. And I really appreciate you if you are one of those people. Like I know, most people, including myself, don't really click on small channels and watch full videos from small channels, but the people who have been doing that for this channel, I really appreciate that. And it's honestly made me start to check out more small channels. So yeah, I just really appreciate you. And if you are new to this, like I would appreciate a like and subscribe if you like this content at all. I'd appreciate that. But anyway, let's get back into it. So those are my results. And so like finally now I'm going to talk about what is next for me. So what's next for me is I'm gonna keep going on this path. I'm gonna keep going on music and YouTube, and I might go get a software engineering job at some point for a little while, because I do miss writing code. I do miss working on a team, and it was good money, and I did enjoy it. And it would be kind of nice to not just keep cutting into my runway month after month, but I do still have more runway, so for now I'm going to keep doing it. It's cool. I've been traveling. Like right now I'm in Hyderabad, India. I was in the Philippines earlier. Like I've been traveling and being able to work on this from anywhere, which is on my own time, which has been really cool. So I'm going to keep doing that for now, but there is a good chance that I might take a job, especially like if I find a really good fit. I might take a job for a little while again. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. But for now, I'm going to keep working on this. So that's where I'm at. I hope this video helped you, at least in some way, shape, or form. And I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. All right, take care.
Let me out cause I'm feeling stir crazy. I've been in and out of good moods lately. More and more I run, the more the shit chase me. Holds me down like some ankle weights that I can't see. Can't see. Said it holds me down like some ankle weights that I can't see. Let me out cause I'm feeling stir crazy. I've been in and out of good moods lately. Don't feed me grapes, instead I want grape leaves. Deep work and a new